Like, what's life like for you right now? Because we know that you're basically sitting around and waiting on a title fight. I mean, the pinnacle of the sport, but you're waiting for it. So what is life like for you right now?
It's the same like it was before, like everyday training, just a little bit more. I can say a little bit more media stuff, a little bit more like really enjoying things. But anyway, I'm not stopped to train because my sister, she will fight very soon, 26th of June in Contender Series of Dana White. So I'm helping her in her preparation and doing everything that I was doing every time all my life. But I think maybe a little bit more appreciating each moment because I can see, like, look around and breathe and like see, okay, I don't have a fight coming soon. That's why I can enjoy a little bit my free time.
I guess maybe with your sister's involvement, maybe that helps you a little bit, right? Be focused and be involved without necessarily you being involved directly. I mean, is it kind of helping her or helping you to like channel through her?
This is it, but also like. Even if no one from us is fighting, I am still training every time because this is my lifestyle. I prefer to be every time in the shape because you never know, they can call tomorrow and say, okay, Valentina, would you fight next week? And I would say, yes, I would.
What's it like for you seeing your sister, kind of following in your footsteps? Are you giving her advice? Are you kind of telling her like what you've experienced, what to expect, or are you kind of staying back and let her, kind of choose her own path?
The interesting thing that everybody like keep talking that she's following my steps, but this is not true because in reality I'm following her steps. She started to practice martial arts first and she has already more experience than me when I joined her in martial arts, and every time in my career she was like example for me. I was looking for her because I wanted to be like her. And this is like, yes, of course, I was like in UFC before I started to my UFC career first. That's why I guess this is like what people think about us. But we was doing every time the same kind of trainings, the same kind of competition. Every time we was doing all same. And this is very important moment for her, and I'm very happy for her. And I'm trying to help her as much as I can. And if I can give her some advices, of course I will do it, because if it will help her in to win the fight and get the contract with UFC, of course I will help her.
Very cool. How about you? I mean, knowing that the title fight is next out there for you, you said you train all the time, it's your lifestyle, but I mean, are you impatient? Are you excited? Like, do you have to be careful that you don't train too hard, that maybe you don't get an injury? I mean, what's it like going in there every day, knowing that there's a title fight out there? You just don't have the exact date yet.
I'm professional athlete, not only professional fighter, but I do this kind of job since very, very long time ago. I started when I was 5 years old. Now I have 25 years of training. And can you imagine, like, person who has this kind of experience, of course he or she knows how to manage this one, everything. Because of course you cannot train too hard. If you will go every time too hard, you just will be burned. And for the important date of the fight, you will go stepping into the octagon and say, okay, I don't want to fight. I don't want it happen. That's why I'm training like I have to train, not much, not less, exactly the same what I have to do. And the good thing that my coach Pavel Fedotov, he's helping me a lot, because all this training process he's managing, and he see when I need to go a little bit harder, when I need to go a little bit lighter. And of course I'm trying to make my life more interesting, because we love to travel, and we trying to travel every time to visit more places, to go around and see. And this is what it makes my life interesting, because, for example, I'm not the person of this kind of mindset. For example, okay, now I will training hard for 3 years as I do nothing, just training. No, because this is our life. We have to live it right now, not tomorrow, not after 3 years. We have live it now. Of course, I have this goal to be UFC champion, but I don't want to to forget about my life, that I have to enjoy every day. This is what I think it's give me extra power and extra motivation, because I'm not in this kind of circle when it's you start to thinking about something and then you just
Yeah. Last thing for me, I wonder, because talk about professionalism, being an athlete, not just a fighter, and this being your whole life. But is this fight? I mean, we've seen the back and forth on social media, and all those posts out there. Is this starting to get a little bit personal? Is it starting to get a little bit emotional? Because it sounds like you want to conduct yourself as a professional, but it seems like you're a little irritated as well.
I just don't like when people, they are doing something wrong, and when they are saying something wrong, I just don't like it. I never take it too much personal for me, because I know exactly, to win the fight I have to stay cool and with cool mind, and doesn't matter for me what they will say and what kind, because I have so much experience. I see so much opponents, they was talking so different kind of words about me, about the fight, about everything, and I just know how to manage it. But when I do some post, I just do it exactly if person is wrong. Yeah, and if she's doing something wrong, I just say, hey, stop, you are doing it wrong, or stop. Or if you are thinking you are smarter than everyone and try to say you're thinking that people are a fool. No, they are not. They exactly understand what's happening around. This is see and stop to saying not truth to the people. Just go and take it. You could take this fight so many times, and you did it. Why? There is a reason why. Just tell it.
Did you have a chance to watch the Eubanks-Murphy fight when it happened?
I didn't watch that fight, but I heard about that fight, and I heard it was a very good fight for Sijara, and she did it very good. She won unanimous decision, so I think it was a good fight for her.
And Eubanks said that if Nico wasn't ready, she was willing to fight you for an interim title. Is that something you would be interested in, or do you only want the real belt?
We can do interim. It all depends on UFC, how they are reacting on this. But I don't think it will happen, because first it's very new weight class, and it's just recently was formed. And but we'll see what Nico will do, because I think it's more depends on her, and if she's thinking that she's Conor McGregor, she's not.
And one last thing for me, earlier this week Dana said he might want to bring back the old weigh-ins instead of the early morning weigh-ins. Do you like the early morning rather than the afternoon?
For me there is no difference, because I'm not cutting weight too much, and I can rehydrate me as same good it will be early weigh-ins or after afternoon weigh-ins. But I think it's a good idea, because in this case people will not cut too much weight, because they will already think that it's not enough time to recover themselves, and that's why they will already thinking. That's why I think it's good have this experience to fight with every time biggest opponent. I was okay, I have to manage now this kind of distance, this kind of weight, and with real weight 24 hours, you just okay, it will be the same. You cut too much, you will feel more weight.
Thank you.